This past year, we've seen many events occur across the United States that were unexpected, such as the deadly floods in Nashville in May. Here in our own backyard, we have had weather-related disasters and house fires that have left families homeless. Few, if any, of the victims of these events were prepared for what occurred. We can say nothing like this is going to happen to me and my family, but then it happens, and we may or may not know where to turn in that situation. United Way and our agencies are there to help in these situations, from the elderly who have no family, who need a daily meal, children who are alone in the afternoon or evening, who might become prey for those with deviant ideas, and those who might be in an emergency situation because of a recent loss of employment or family.
Tom and I have been married 42 years, and during that time, we've had our share of disagreements. But overall, it's been a good 42 years. I realize there are people in this community who aren't as lucky. They find themselves in an abusive situation, whether it be physical or verbal, things they never expected to happen.
Well, pretty much my whole life, even from childhood, has been abusive. My father was abusive, and then every relationship I was in was abusive. I also lived on the streets for 3 years as a young teen because my father kicked me out, and I was raped a lot.
Since she's been coming, I've seen just wonderful strides from her. She's gone from being very depressed to having hope, and it's something that's really good to see. Makes you feel like your work is worthwhile, and I know it's always worthwhile, but when you have people like this person, it really does make you feel like you're doing something that you're called to do.
I was at rock bottom, and I had no hope at all. I was ready to give up on life, and I thought being dead was better than being alive. And now it's amazing because I never thought that I could be this happy in my life. And granted, life's not perfect, but I've come to a happy medium in life where I'm more comfortable with myself and my situation, and my whole life isn't thinking about, God, I wish I was dead.
Well, the United Way is a great supporter of our program. They've been a supporter for as long as I've been in the program, which has been 17 years, and I know they were a supporter before. And without them, we could not do what we do every day. Such a very important source of support.
Thanks to you and your gifts to United Way, the Family Violence Program and Harbor Safe House are able to be there for these victims. Others in the community have what we might call stable lives, with good jobs, a great home, and wonderful children. And then, an unexpected change in their lives occur.
Okay, May 24th of last year, Lucas had a seizure in the middle of the night, lasting probably several hours, which caused pretty significant brain damage. No little boy before that, and with the help of Dr. Bowen and the Birth Defect Center, they treated Lucas amazing. Didn't have a whole lot of chance of survival, but clearly you see today he's here and alive and kicking.
The Birth Defect Center's mission is to make a difference in the lives of children born with defects of the brain and the spinal cord. And to do this mission, we provide medical services by neurosurgeons, urologists, nurse practitioners. We have clinics every week with the doctors to see these children. And we also provide financial support by helping pay for some medical expenses related to the birth defect.
I've been teaching for 10 years, and I've always given the United Way. And just to know, after Luke and came back, I took a year off with Luke and came back to seeing it pop up on the screen, the Birth Defect Center, and tears just rolled down my eyes, and realized that for 5 years before that I was giving to the Birth Defect Center and did not know it at all, that the United Way contributed to the people that would help Luke.
The United Way provides the funds that it takes to run this center. The insurance reimbursement does not cover what it costs to provide this service, and without the United Way, this center would not be here to help the families in this community.
While Jody and Mike's family and friends were there for them these past 2 years, it was the special care at Bone Birth Defect Center that took care of young Luke at the critical time in his life. That center is made possible by funds you give to United Way of Bradley County.
Sandra and I know what unexpected changes in life can mean. as we're still recovering from a traffic crash from earlier this year. We never expected it to happen, but when it did, we got help from a lot of other people. The EMTs, firefighters, and deputies at the Christ site, the ER at Sky Ridge, and the excellent rehabilitation center at Life Care Centers of America. Each played a role in our survival and our recovery.
You may have a family member, friend, or neighbor that finds themselves in a situation they don't know what to do. We ask that you help us be there for these times of need by making a donation to United Way so that services from agencies such as the Bone Birth Defects Center and the Harbor Safe House are always there when needed. Please consider helping those who find themselves in these unfortunate situations over the coming year by giving to United Way.
Thank you.
you.